Why should I review this movie? What's the point? 90-something% fresh on RottenTomatoes.com. Roger Ebert gave it a 4-star rating. People on YouTube are calling it a classic, a masterpiece. What can I say differently? What I should do is take this bullet and jog it into my brain with this hammer. Nah, fuck it, I'll just review the movie. Drive. Whatever tomorrow brings, I'll be there. With open arms and open eyes, yeah. No, not that Drive, and not the one with Nick Cage either. This one has Ryan Gosling as a Hollywood stunt driver who takes on the occasional job of being a getaway driver for criminals. Something goes wrong on his latest job and he gets involved in all kinds of crazy shit. Oh yeah, he also stares awkwardly and falls in love with this one chick played by Carey Mulligan. The plot is simple enough, but the film, not so much. The film is all about visuals, great visuals though. They capture LA so beautifully it makes me proud to live near there. The film has some great dialogue as well as some excellent performances by the cast. Ryan Gosling is one intense bastard. He does such a good job at displaying his emotions without words. Albert Brooks is terrific as a villain. Bryan Cranston has a good role as Gosling's boss and friend. Carey Mulligan is... she's good, cute. And Hellboy was in the movie, he's cool. The dialogue is secondary, the main focus is great visuals, unique camera work that actually has purpose and meaning. Those shots make it clear on what you're meant to look at. And all of it is shown with one incredibly dope electronic soundtrack. Straight up, this movie would be shit without that soundtrack. I want that soundtrack. What this film does is that they take the average getaway driver plot and turn it into a unique art house film. When I left the theater, I didn't think this movie was that artsy, but once I started thinking about it and I looked up who the director was, I was like, oh hell yeah, this is an art house film for sure. The director is a guy that looks like he can be related to Dwight Schrute from The Office. And he's also the director of 2 films that I've seen. One being Bronson, which was good, but not great. And the other one was called Valhalla Rising, a film that made me want to do this. It's this simple. If you like art house films, you're gonna love this movie. If not, you may not hate this movie, but you're not gonna love it. I can't say that the artsy-fartsy elements are not quite as pretentious or self-indulgent as the average art house film, which is probably why I didn't think it was too artsy at first. Plus, on so many levels, it's cool, it's well done, it's commendable, but this film gets a bit too over-stylized for its own good. I like the fact that this film was different. I like the fact that they took this average storyline and made it unique. I just don't think it was that amazing or even necessary. I have a lot of mixed feelings about this film. For the most part, I liked it. In fact, I almost loved it. I dug the style. I liked the driver character, even though he was one odd bastard. I liked his dark side. To me, that's what I wanted to see. I enjoyed that shit the most. There was so much to that character, and I don't think they had enough time to explore it all. I love the way the movie starts. I don't think anyone can deny what an awesome opener this has. It shows the driver on one of his jobs, how he operates, how he plans, how calm he is, how neat and sufficient he is. That was just brilliant stuff right there. But after that, the movie becomes a bit of a disappointment because it just doesn't live up to the hype. And this film is being overhyped. Yeah, I said it. I understand how one would love this movie, and I can't disagree with those feelings, but in a general sense, this isn't a fully satisfying movie. I think the love story between Gosling and Mulligan was good. You could tell that there was something genuinely there. And I liked how the relationship was expressed more with emotions rather than words. I love the violence in the film. I know a lot of people think it's a little too grotesque and over the top, but to me, it can never be too over the top or grotesque. I love me some bloody violence. Hell, I want it more. Yeah, there's something wrong with me. That's the problem too. I think too many people thought that this was an action movie, that this was gonna be Gosling's breakthrough into action roles. Not true. It's a good crime thriller, drama, with violence. There's a difference between action and violence. This just has violence. The biggest flaw I have with this movie is that I thought it had a very anticlimactic ending. I'm not sure what I expected, but I sure wanted more than what was shown. In the end, I really did like this movie. I know this review seems like I don't, but I really, really do. I'm just disappointed that this couldn't be one of the year's best for me, even though I definitely think it's a great film. I give it high marks for being unique and having great elements to it. There's a lot to like in this film, but you gotta have some patience with some of the artsy stuff. As an art house film, I could see how one would think that this is a masterpiece, and that's fine. But as a film in general, no. It's just a really good film. I'm Big Gabe with Stuff Burrito Entertainment, and I'm gonna give Drive 4 stars out of 5. So now it's time to think like a psychopath. What are some violent films or violent moments that you love? For me, it's more like, which ones don't I love? What?